Peace, family. I hope you guys are happy and healthy and doing well. Welcome to our September garden tour and happy birthday to my little 2-year-old garden. So we've been in this house for 2 years now. And September of that year is when I started my garden, and in the backyard it was nothing but sand, you guys. And y'all just got to be kind to the front yard because I don't too much care about it. I care about it as much as I keep planting in it. So that's what I'm trying to do, is fill it up with things I care about, like medicinals and stuff. So let's take a look and see what it's looking like. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all these two because I purposely let these die. I have 2 roses that I'm gonna put in the ground, and I was waiting until the fall to do so because it gets way too hot in Houston to be trying to move stuff in the summertime. But I'm gonna step back because I do think that the front of my house is becoming lovely. I think the hibiscus, even though when we get closer we'll see they're leaning over a lot because of the rain, they are beautiful and they're medicinal. It's really a nice plant that you can put in the front. I planted this indigo and it still looks okay. I did purposely let this just grow like this. To me, it's a ground cover. It's really hot out here. When I get some mulch, I will remulch this area, and I'm looking for some bricks so that I can kind of close the bed off on this side as well. So I will be doing that. My rose over here is starting to come back to life, and I will be replacing these 2 plants as well. Still thinking about what I'm gonna put there. As I said, the hibiscus is leaning, so it's leaning over the yarrow, but I don't think the yarrow minds having some shade. It is looking beautiful. It's starting to look green. The temperatures are starting to go down a little bit, and so I think these are both happy. Even though my poor hibiscus is leaning over, I believe in you, hibiscus. I think it will continue to grow until I get some hibiscus for my tea, some roselle. I believe in you. But look from the back and see how much it's leaned over every time it rains. What I've been doing is just adding stuff here to make sure that they're not fully exposed. And if you look closely, you can see right here, he's kind of starting to turn more towards the sun again. Like they're leaned over, but still reaching for the sun. So I think it's okay. I do have some ginger here that I planted. This one looks pretty good. And then that one there is getting more shade as the hibiscus is leaning over. If we come around here, we have our beautiful jasmine. They're not blooming right now, but they do look very nice and green. And when they're in bloom, they really just give a beautiful smell when you're walking up to my door. My black turmeric is looking lovely. I don't plan to pull any of this turmeric out this year. I'm going to let it die back there in the cold and then come back next year. I may get a little bit out, and then that's what I did with this one. I planted it last fall, so I may pull one plant out and see how much is under there once it starts to die back, and I'll leave a whole nother one in there so that I can have more for next year. Did I show you guys this ginger? This is another ginger that I planted here. And then also I have, they look a little laid over, but I have some chamomile that are coming up, if y'all can see them. Chamomile coming up. So I'm trying to just keep these nice and hydrated. On the other side is my rose. Definitely needs some maintenance down there at the bottom, but it's looking nice and healthy. So I'm happy with that. I think when the temperatures go down a little bit more, it'll start to bloom again for me. So let's go to the backyard and see how it's looking back there. Okay, family, so now we are in the backyard. It's about 11:50, so as you can see, the sun hasn't hit my side garden yet. So let's take a look. My key lime is looking good. Now that it's fall, I'm going to be getting this beauty into a bigger pot very soon. I'm going to repot and bring this in the house. My mom gave me that. I forgot what I planted in here, and that is why it's important to label. But I know it was a brassica. Might be broccoli or something like that. Down here I only have one seedlings that's looking good, but they are looking good, and I'm happy about that. And here I planted cabbage. I do have a few popping out. I think I'm gonna plant some more seeds probably tonight. My mint looks like I should have harvested when it was looking good and fresh, but I will go ahead and trim it back, and I think it'll come back beautifully. I'll add some compost and stuff like that. I have someone local that's waiting to meet and get one of these comfrey, and then I'm gonna plant this one somewhere else possibly, or I might make it available for trade or sale. I did plant a black turmeric that got knocked over in its pot. I just came and added some compost and different stuff and planted it here. I'm gonna leave that here until next year. My lamb's ear look absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna look it up and see if I can try to separate at least one out of here and move it somewhere or put it in a pot. We shall see how that goes. I'll let you guys know. My Okinawa spinach is doing pretty well. If y'all remember, a piece of it broke over here, so I just replaced it, and that's why I let these walk, because they will make roots in other spots and keep going, and I don't have to worry about losing the whole plant. My beans came out really nicely. They are growing. I think they are happy and healthy. I planted some parsley seeds over here, but they have not sprouted out. So I may get a plant start or try to plant that again. This Okinawa spinach is very happy. My sister came over the other day and I sent her home with some, and it's still bushy, so it's doing well. As y'all can see, I need to give this Purple Island kale some love, and I will. And my purple opal basil is doing well sitting up under it. I harvest from that all the time. Let me tell y'all something about this deal. Because, you know what? It's beautiful and stuff, and it's tall and stuff. She made videos talking about when your stuff gonna go to seed. I showed the deal your video, Diva Jones. I showed it to him. Is he listening? Is he doing it? I don't know if he's doing it. And he got the nerve after I done got stung, okay, to get my real estate back. This fool done laid on back up. Y'all know what? It's okay. I'm gonna lift him up and put some rabbit poo and stuff. I'm still adding here. And I'm almost, by the time I'm finished adding, I will be ready with some seedlings to put in there. Okay, the Cuban oregano has got to be, it's on the list. It's on the list. I'm making lots and lots of cough syrup. It's on the list. I also have garlic planted down there because the Cuban oregano started like right over here. I had garlic. It didn't get as big as I wanted it to, and so I decided to leave it for the next year, but now here we are. So let's see what happens. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep y'all updated, you know. Here's my Genovese basil. I'm going to be planting carrot seeds in here probably tonight. And my yellow pear tomato is coming back, guys. I got a tomato yesterday. I'm super happy. It does need to be pruned a little bit and pulled back a little bit because I try to keep it out of my neighbor's yard. But I am so excited. I think now that it's cooling down, this tomato is going to set fruit again. And so I'm happy that I took care of it long enough for it to do that. I have a rose right here that's doing well. Oh, that one's going to go in the front as well. It makes some pretty white roses. And then I am trying, I'm doing my best to harvest out of this sweet potato a lot of leaves to freeze so that we can eat them later. You know, we've been eating them throughout the year, but I'm getting close to ready to harvest them. I normally harvest around my birthday, which is October 16th. And that is coming up. Tomorrow's October 1st. So I waited until the last minute to do this garden tour, y'all. And I didn't get much work done. But I hope it looks beautiful for you guys. It's definitely feeding us. So we're grateful. This tomato is looking like it needs a prune. But it has been giving me tomatoes since it's been here. And it is coming out of a grow bag down here in the corner. And I just love it. Lemongrass I still don't know where that's going. That might be going in a pot. I thought I was going to put it in the front, but I think I might put it in a pot. These are supposed to be moving. My comfrey, it's always beautiful and bushy. I'm always cutting on it and adding it into pots and beds, so I'm just grateful for the comfrey. Okay, y'all, this is mango melon. So this was my first time growing this. It has taken over my bed, and we've tried it twice and do not like it. That is 2 strikes. This mango melon is gorgeous, but if I do not find a way for my family to eat it and at least 3 out of 5 people like it, it will be gone. So y'all take it in because it is lovely. They're super cute. It's very productive. If I show you in here, like, it makes these cute little melons. They start off looking like watermelons, and then they turn yellow, but they don't really taste like anything raw. And then dry, they were not good. And I heard you can put them in desserts, so we might try them in a dessert, and I'll let you guys know. Okay, so my Lesia peppers, they actually starting to come back, even though they look a little rough. I think that peppers actually don't mind something vining around them. I don't let them crawl up them, but I do think that they are cool, because I found a pepper plant at Mommy's house that was in the midst of sweet potatoes, and it's a pepper on there. He happy and healthy in there. Like, cover me, baby. Because it's been like over 100 like all summer. This one is my Anaheim chili pepper. I also think it's going to give me more peppers very soon. And I want to just rethink my trellising. I really think I need arched and long arched trellises for some of the things that I'm growing, because as you can see, it still takes over everywhere. When I'm thinking in the beginning I'm doing some type of vertical gardening, baby, look, they did not get the memo. My echinacea looks crazy. I think it just needs to be trimmed, and it needs a little bit more space. Actually, down here, it's got some pretty new growth, but I mean up here. And you are supposed to cut them down kind of like halfway. So I need to do that for both of these. And then if you look closely in here, my comfrey is coming back. This is a different type of comfrey than the other one. And you can tell it's different. They grow different. That other one is a lot more hardy. It never really dies back and comes back when this one does. This one is grown from seed. The other one is grown from root. So I'm stepping back so you guys can see my big old peach tree. Oh my gosh, you guys, how much it's grown since we put it in the ground. Whew, it's beautiful, and I'm just happy and grateful for it. I don't know if I normally show you guys this one. Sometimes I forget, but I have a leaf of life plant that's planted in a pot right up under it, and it's happy there. With really no maintenance at all. My star fruit is starting to get taller, which I'm super excited about. My noni plant is absolutely beautiful. I think it needed that little bit of a cool down, and I don't know what it's gonna do, but I'm still learning about it, and it's still alive, so I'm happy. I got my mango tree over here looking good. This one's gonna go into a bigger pot. I think we're changing some plans as far as the land goes, so I'm just gonna keep the trees here. This is the soursop. It's still looking good. We are ordering greenhouse plastic very soon to go over this structure so that we can move some of our heat-loving trees in there with not frost cloth but greenhouse plastic. Okay, so we'll show you guys that. This is, see, and this loofah is doing a lot. I'm not even on you yet, loofah. This is my pineapple guava. Isn't he lovely? This is my baby from seed. I'm hoping maybe next year I can get some fruits out of that. And then over here, these are my canna lilies that my mom gave me. This is my avocado that we got from the nursery earlier this year. Here is my elderberry. It's starting to look a little better. The heat was really hard on the garden, you guys. It was really hard on the garden. These are some of my seedlings that I just moved. This is a pink guava. They are so expensive. They're tasty. Baby, I taste that thing. I said, let me plant some seeds, and this is the only one that survived. So you are beautiful, lovely. I know she can hear me. I like to tell them that they are amazing. And then this is my pink lemon. Also, something that I don't see in the stores often, but they're pretty and they're tasty. And so I wanted to see if I could grow it. My black turmeric is looking absolutely gorgeous. And this one I have black turmeric and orange turmeric. The birds have been coming to my little bird bath, so I'm excited about that. And I use this aloe vera almost every day. I am going to stop and give it an actual space, poor thing. But aloe veras really thrive on neglect, as you can see. So I still have not done this pot over yet, but I will. I have used the oregano in it though. It's still happy and healthy. As you can see, I still need to clean up this trellis some. But my little black turmeric seedlings are doing so well, you guys. I think I'm ready to put them on the Farm Fresh 247 app for people to get locally. If you want me to ship you one or two for trade or for Cash App or something, let me know. If you plant them now, I would probably leave them until next fall. That's just me. If you want to get some thick rhizomes out of them, it will die back and come back. Try to mulch and stuff, let it get established. This big old one started to lean, so I actually got rid of this plant because I'm going to be making fire cider, and I just turned it a little bit so it wouldn't fall out of there. But everybody's over here leaning, but I'm not ready to take them out until they start looking like they dying. Okay. And then I had wild onions and walking onions down here before. They died back. Hopefully they come back. We won't know until it cools all the way down or way down. Okay, so over here we have I have two cantaloupe planted here. One is kind of going this way, one is going that way, and I'll show you. He does have a cantaloupe on him right there. I'm so excited because I saved the sweetest little cantaloupe from the store, and these are my last two seeds. I tried multiple times to get them to germinate and to grow, and these are the only two that did that for me. So I'm very happy if I'll be able to just get one little sweet cantaloupe and save the seeds. My purple basil is doing well. I've been cutting on it. My calendula is coming back, which is exciting. This pepper is coming back as well. It is just stretching out very far. The okra, can you tell? It's neglected. It's not the season of the okra right now. It's just not. Okay, my bad, y'all. It's the whole next day. So let me get over here and try to pick up where we left off. This is my loofah. All of this is my loofah. So that's why I pulled the tomato out over here, but I really thought the loofah was going to kind of follow a little more the path that I have laid for it. But as you can see, it's going where it wants to go. I had to move my roses from in front of there, which is fine because those are going to be planted in the front yard. But I had to move them because the loofah was like trying to choke them out. So it's big, lush, and beautiful. I haven't seen any loofahs yet. But hopefully with all this growth, yeah. And when I have more land, I definitely think I will be doing bigger or farther apart trellises. Yeah, but I'm happy. It looks happy, and that's all I can ask for. And this is a better look at that little cantaloupe. So, and it's pretty beautiful. So I'm happy about that. Teddy knows that he has to like step over these vines now. So the zinnia didn't make it because of this loofah, but what I'm excited about is I do think that my peppers that were over here really did benefit from having the shade of the zinnia and the loofah. There's another pepper over here. My beans are coming up. These are from saved seeds. Some of them look a little pitiful, so maybe I let them dry too much. I'm not sure. I'm gonna replant, but some of them look great. So I just started saving the seeds this year. I'm sure I still need to find the best way to do it, but I'm happy because I'm learning. Oh, I forgot to get this okra. So I have another okra on this side as well. This loofah has really taken over. I'm not on the loofah anymore, but as you can see, it's on everything. It's growing in Mia's little playhouse. It's coming across here. The key lime is looking great. My yerba mate looks great. Whoever this is that used to be Maya looks great, even though I'm not encouraging it at all. My kumquat looks great, but I am going to get this loofah off of it. But it has a couple of fruits on there as well. I'm actually going to H-E-B today to see if they have some seedlings on sale, because some of my seedlings didn't pop up. I got to get some of these empty pots out of here, and I took some empty pots out. But I do have some tall Utah celery. I have one ground cherry there, some holy basil, and these cuttings are going to be available locally. And I have some that I can ship with roots of the Cuban oregano. So I'm excited about that. My corn looks a fool, y'all. It's just now starting to actually rain, and the rain and wind are beating this corn up. So I don't know. I don't have a lot of hope, but I'm still gonna let them just go until they die. What I did do was plant some bean seeds down in here, just to give them a little boost of nitrogen, and if they die, they can just be trellis for the beans. So that's these 3 pots. This one I planted after these 2. So I think they were doing well. You can see there's like one with a little tassel on there. And up here they look like they want to pollinate that one little baby tassel. I don't know, guys. This is dent corn. If you've grown it before, let me know. And let me know, you know, what you think it's looking like, because I don't think it's looking promising. This is my one little ground cherry. Looking great. This is a squash plant in grow bag. That's a grow bag. I kind of like put my grow. And this is another squash right here. This one's been here for a while. I don't know if he's going to produce. The Ethiopian kale is laid all out of this grow bag. I wanted to take it to Mommy's house, but I think there's a garlic popping out there. So now I'm thinking I shouldn't move it. My grape is doing well. I just need to put more trellising going this way and that way so that it can not lean over so much onto everything else. And up under it, I have oregano, and I have some basil here. I had a fish pepper in here. I thought he was doing good, but he died. But luckily, I had planted some seeds in here too. So these 2 are fish peppers as well. And I'm going to plant something else in here too, like a herb. This has been looking like this. I'm probably going to pull it out. That is a lavender. I have potatoes in here, and as you can see, the potatoes are starting to pop out. Those had just sprouted in my kitchen. I think this pepper plant is stunted, to be honest with you. These strawberries are just holding on at this point. These are walking onions. They're doing great. This is bees balm. It's doing great. And it is time to harvest and clean up more of this stevia. There's not much in here but stuff that isn't supposed to be. And one strawberry that survived because it's kind of like back in the cuts. This is one of my favorite beds. As you guys know, these are my walking onions. It's just full of walking onions and my basil. So I'm gonna let these just walk and spread and do their thing, and spread them all over my garden and all over everybody's garden. These are my roses. This one has been looking beautiful, of course. It's looking crazy right now. These are the ones that are gonna be going in the front. And this one looks a little bit worse, but I do think once I put them in the ground and give them some nutrition, they will be happy. Here is my citronella. It's just starting to look better. I think because the temperature is going down some. This snake plant is going to get separated and go in the house. And this is also going in the house. My friend Amani gave it to me. I'm going to be honest. I have neglected getting these beauty berries off. So I'm going to have the kids help me today get the ones that look really good. I think I might dry them for tea. Maybe we might make some jelly with it. And then I'd like to cut some cuttings off of it kind of back here just to groom it and to share with friends if somebody wants a beauty berry cutting. I have no idea why this blackberry looks like this, and I'm tired of looking at it looking like that. Oh, I think I started over here, right? Ooh, y'all, I'm sorry. I think the tour is over. So thank you guys. Sorry, it was a 2-day tour. But happy birthday to my garden. Thank you guys so much for coming, for watching. Let me know what's growing in your garden. How's it going? Is it still hot as fish grease? We're in the 90s. Still kind of high in 95s and up and stuff right now. But that's better than 107, right? And I think the garden is... Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.